on what I have,
I will focus on what I have.
Make sense? So, just to add more to your goals, you need to write them down. I had a job as a dishwasher at 17 years old, my first job. Has anybody ever been a dishwasher? Any dishwashers? Yeah? Not at home. Well, yeah, you can work, but any dishwashers? No? Okay. If you ever, has anybody ever worked in a restaurant? Anybody ever worked in a restaurant? My man. My man. All right. So the dishwasher is pretty much at the very bottom of the totem pole of the food chain when it comes to restaurants. And everybody just comes and dumps all this stuff on you. And during my break, I would go in the back, and I would take a piece of paper, and I would write all my dreams and goals and aspirations on a piece of paper. One day, a line cook, you know what a line cook is? Okay, came back, he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, nothing. And he was an older gentleman, he was maybe like 35, and he ripped the paper from right out of my hands. And there was a lot of people there in the back taking a break, and he started to read out loud my goals, almost making fun of me. Like, "Oh, you know, this is funny, you know, this is what you want." And the funny thing to me was that I achieved everything on that piece of paper before 20 years old. How old?
20.
So that's the power of writing things down. The second you write it down on a piece of paper, it becomes real. Step number 2. You ready for step number 2? Yeah. Figure out who is the you that has those goals. To be more clear and specific, give me a goal, one of your goals. You want to own your own daycare. Perfect. Okay, that's part, and that will provide you a life.
Can you repeat number 2?
Number 2 is figure out who is the you that is living that life of your dreams. Figure out who is the you that is living that life of your dreams. Okay? Remember what I told you before. The current you that has your current results and the you that is living the life of your dreams, that has the things that you want, are two completely different people. Because success is what you attract by the person you become. So, the person that, you know, sorry, what's your name? Sinia. The Sinia that has a successful daycare, you know, chain all over, across Canada. What does she dress like? What does she know? What does she need to, you know, learn? What are the books she reads? What kind of car does she drive? Really start to visualize and design that person. And it has to be from your perspective of success, right? To some, success might mean putting on a tie, wearing a suit, and running a company. To others, success might mean riding a Harley down an open road. To others, success might mean having a chain of daycares across Canada. To others, success might mean just having the freedom to travel all over the world. It needs to be from your perspective of success. Does that make sense? Anyway, step number 3. Are you ready? Say I'm ready.
Ready.
Okay, step number 3 is become that person now. This second. So once you figure out who that person is, start becoming that person. Whatever the books you have to read, whatever you have to do to get there, you have to do it now. You have to start now. And you can start with simple steps. But become that person now. The second you decide to become, that's when the world would change. That's when people will change. That's when you start to attract the right people, the right circumstances, the right ideas to match the person you became. So, those are the 3 steps. What was step number 1?
Figure out exactly what you want.
Step number 2?
Figure out who is the you that is living that life of your dreams.
Okay. And step number 3?
Become that person now.
Okay.
Yes.
So, success is what you attract by the person you become. So, we're going to play a little game. You guys want to play a game? Who wants to play a game?
I like games.
You like games?
Out of the seats.
What's that?
It involves us out of the seats, then yeah.
All right. We're going to get you out of the seat. It's on what I have.
I will focus on what I have.